Even though I think I'm entirely rational, an incident with my eyes left me anxious and unable to sleep through the night. How to overcome this anxiety about mortality?
Anxiety is anxiety is anxiety. So you have to do a lot of meditation, breathing techniques, some yoga. You have to understand your circulation, digestion, respiration, endocrine system. So as much as that same technique, you can use what is that serotonin, oxytocin, dopamines, opioids that is secreted in your brain that can release that pain of anxiety. So if you're so involved with your brain with the event, if you're so involved with the brain with the if you're with that circumstance situation that's giving anxiety, your brain has an element of stickiness. So without that stickiness going away, you can't get good sleep. So when you want to sleep, don't be sleepless. Whatever's happening in the world is happening in the world. But when you choose to sleep, you need like they use turpentine for the paint to eliminate the stickiness of the paint. Turpentine is used. Same way, the stickiness of your brain to what you're doing, that is keeping you occupied in the brain, that is stealing your sleep. Use a turpentine equivalent as a thought. So then you will disconnect with that pain of anxiety, and then you will choose to sleep. Until then, it is engaging yourself so much that every time that thought comes and sleeplessness will come. So you disengage.
Yes, practice is.
It'll take time.
Yeah.
Practice will take time. So more breathing techniques, because you have to really intervene into that stickiness of your brain into your understanding. Your understanding is different. The stickiness to your understanding is different. Your release from the stickiness of your understanding is different, and your requirement of sleep and ability to sleep is different. So you can categorize it into 4 departments and take each of these as you are improving.
So the thing is, you understand rationally that this is not a problem, but the body or it has its own mechanism, own logic.
Yeah, that is why I said stickiness.
Right.
So that is why I gave the anecdote of turpentine versus the paint. You involve yourself without caution into something. You are so indulgent into that without caution. It could be as much as you read the newspaper or read news on what's happening worldwide, and without caution, it just engraves itself on your head.
Right.
And it becomes understanding. It engraves, it etches itself on your brain. It becomes understanding, and you are so sticky with your understanding. So some things are just as if they are there, and you relate to it with your own dimension, which is not understanding. Like you say, involuntary and voluntary action, sympathetic nerve and parasympathetic nerve. Certain things that is out of your control, certain things are just sporadic, and certain things are just random. So many times things happen sporadically and randomly, to which there is no stickiness actually. Sometimes the stickiness is towards that what you understand. So you have to understand so much that in your system, it is not just your brain that is moving everything. Some people call it gut feeling. Some people call it emotion. Some people call it connectivity with people, bonding, which has no rationale to bonding. Sometimes you're irrationally bonded to news, which is absolutely no cause for you to get concerned. So you got to know you got multiple brains, not just the brain physically you think there is. So rely on those brains which are not physically tangibly known. There are many brains which are unknown to you, which are not sticky, but can get you through things irrationally, but things are achievable.